Hey Geminis, welcome. This is your timeless career and finance reading. So we're going to see what you have going on, what may be coming towards you, and get you some messages of clarity and guidance. So let's see what we have for Gemini. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have a couple here. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Sun. All right, wonderful. All right, so I feel like you're actually in a really great space here. So it's like you being at that point where you are able to provide for others and give to others, as well as have a strong financial foundation. And it's not to say that you're not continuing to build that foundation, but you are at least in a place where you are able to give to others and it not impact what you currently have going on. Okay. So we also have this Queen of Swords here. Okay, so I feel like you are, and you've gotten to this place of financial success and freedom and a solid foundation through seeing things clearly, applying your intellect, your intelligence, and making wise decisions as it comes to budgeting and your resources and your portfolio. Okay. So yeah, again, this is like celebration. This is you being in a place where you are happy and you are content and you are open to seeing what's next and exploring what's next. And give me some clarity on the sun here, because I see with the sunflowers here, I'm getting a message from that, but I want to get some clarity. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like there's more here that you want to do or that you can do to increase your financial abundance, and you're being guided to be honest with yourself about what that is. And I feel like you will do that, and for some of you it may not be as clear to you, but it will become more clear what this is and what we're referring to here. So it could even be like some strategies or philosophies that you may have as it relates to finances or your money or how you're handling things that can be upgraded. Okay. So what else? What else for Gemini? Whoops. Okay. I'm not going to take, how much is this? Just 3, we'll take it. So we have 4 of Cups here. Okay, all right. So I'm hearing immediately just being appreciative for how far you come and where you're at. So like we said earlier, like, yeah, you're not exactly the whole place, the end of where you want to be, but you've made so much progress and you're doing so well so far. So this is about you being appreciative for everything that you have and what you've accomplished to date. And there's also a way that you can restructure that, reorganize that to achieve more and to receive more and to make something even better. Okay. So we have the 5 of Swords here. Okay. And the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So we do see that you may encounter some contrast here as it relates to finances or the individual, your partner that you're working with. So this could be like a romantic partner, a spouse, or it can be actually like a business partner, or even individuals, colleagues at work. So you may encounter some contrast here, but you're being guided to stay positive throughout the process and really stay focused on being in the present moment and addressing things that are coming up, as opposed to letting things get personal. And you're being guided to be very objective about things and about how you solve problems here, so that you can ultimately get to your 10 of Pentacles or to the finish line and to abundance, because we see that here. It's definitely here for you, but there is a little bit of contrast here, and these are just lessons that you designed for yourself to learn as a part of the journey. So go through the journey, stay positive, stay focused, and stay aligned with who you authentically are. And that's going to get you to your 10 of Pentacles and to the Sun, to that happiness, that fulfillment sooner rather than later. I'm also going to put this over here. All right, so what else do we have for our Gemini? What else? Thank you. Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords here. and the Seven of Cups. Okay, all right. So I feel like there may be some different options that you have, some different strategies you can utilize, some different paths that you can go down, and obviously some are better than others. So this is about you taking the time to reflect and to run it through your heart space and to decide what is best for you and all of the parties that you are responsible for supporting. Okay. So definitely run it through that heart space. Listen to your intuition. You may want to meditate on it. You may want to do your self-care practices to help you understand what is right for you and what feels aligned with who you authentically are. But you're going to want to do those things to make your decision and to be comfortable with your decision. Okay, so what else do we have? What else? Thank you, thank you. And what else? Oh, this is beautiful right here, I see. Okay, all right. So I feel like in this contrast, like you may be like hell-bent on someone receiving their just desserts and receiving the lessons and learning those lessons that they need to learn. So you may be wronged in some way, but this is really guiding you to understand and to know that everything is working out for your highest good, and that you can rest assured knowing that things will balance themselves out and everyone will learn the lessons that they designed for themselves to learn. So your focus is really on you and reaching your fulfillment and your satisfaction and your happiness and joy and how you can get there, because the universe, source, will take care of others and their path and journey. Has nothing to do with you, not your concern. All you're concerned about is this abundance here and everything that's available and waiting for you. Okay. So as you are doing that, as you are having this contrast, you're absolutely being guided to stay positive and stay focused. Okay. But you definitely have some awesome results here that we see for sure, that you are going to be successful. And this is about staying the course. Okay, so we have the start. Yeah, keeping the hope, keeping the faith, and trusting in who you are and your abilities and your gifts and your talents and your intelligence and your strategies as well. So all of that, stay confident, stay strong, stay focused, and listen to your intuition and those synchronicities, those signs that you're seeing. Yeah, those are messages from the universe, and you know that already. I don't have to tell you that, but there's more. There's a lot more coming to you, and some of them are being missed, but in actuality, you will never miss what's meant for you, but it just may take a little bit longer if it's not caught the first time, if you don't catch it the first time. So no worries at all. It's about the experience anyway and not the destination. But yeah, there's definitely messages available to you that you can connect with source. You can connect with your intuition and higher self and guides to receive those messages and downloads. Okay, let's see. Anything else for Gemini? Anything else? Okay, so let's get some oracles for you. Okay, so we have customer service and manifest and contingency plan. Okay, so this may be a career option. It may be like a side career option, or it may be a specific message to some of you that you do need to, hire some customer service representatives, or you do need to work on customer service in some way or some form. So just take it as it resonates. And we also have you identifying clearly to the universe what it is that you desire and want, and doing this without forcing the universe enforcing limitations on the universe, essentially. So what I mean by that is like, okay, we'll just use money because everybody wants money, right? So if you're saying like, okay, I want $1,000. I need $1,000. Like, send me $1,000. Like, you're, manifesting out $1,000. Like, the universe may be conspiring to bring you $10,000 or $1,000,000. So just don't limit yourself in that way. And you can be clear in your manifestations, in your affirmations, with very specifically, like, money supports me. I am financially abundant, and I accept financial abundance with gratitude, like just things like that. And that's a manifestation or affirmation that I heard recently from a coach that I do have. So that wasn't my manifestation. I didn't make that up, but I loved it. I thought it was like awesome. And, so that's just a message or an example of what I'm saying as far as like, yeah, you can visualize what it is that you desire and want, without being like very, very specific. Okay, so that's an affirmation, not necessarily a visualization, but you can do the affirmation, then do your visualization, and put that out into the universe. So I explained all that, but you get what I'm saying, hopefully. So if not, then just let me know. Okay. So this is also about, thinking about a contingency plan and having that in place. So for some of you, I'm hearing like also ensuring that you have life insurance policies and everyone's taken care of in the event of anything happening. So this is speaking to, I feel like, any downturns that you may have or any loss of income, but we're going to add to that and say like, yeah, there's other things that you do want to take into consideration to make sure that you are covered in many areas, in as many areas as possible. Okay. What else? So we have the public sector, so that may be another option for you. I know there's a lot going on in that area right now, and I also feel like for some of you, this is a message about definitely having a contingency plan if you're working in the public sector. We all know that that is so important as we see what's happening currently. So yeah, that is your confirmation. I feel like when this is being posted, there's so many things that have happened that everyone's already starting to wake up to that and knowing that. But if you have not, then this is definitely that confirmation. So we also have golden parachute there. So yeah, we know that abundance is coming to you. So we've seen our tens here. So we know that that is available and it's coming. It's just going to connect with you when you reach that frequency. So we have set clear expectations. Okay, so I feel like this is speaking specifically to, as we talked about before, putting those visualizations out there, putting that energy out there, providing it to the universe, and then allowing the universe to bring you exactly what is meant for you at the time it's meant for you. Okay. And I feel like we spoke to, yeah, we did. So I just wanted to make sure of that. But we spoke to you having everything that you need and you being financially secure and having things going very well for you right now. But there is this component of restructuring. So there may be something that does happen, or there may be a reason you may set your sight on some bigger goal or accomplishment that you want to achieve, or it could actually be a downturn that happens that is going to create this need to restructure. But it's always a good time to stay. It's always good to regularly check your finances and your financial foundation and situation and adjust accordingly based on the environment, based on any new goals, based on things that have changed. Okay. What else? Okay, so we have you are magic. Believe in yourself and believe in the goals that you do have. And we have the distraction of shiny things. So, yeah, so I feel like for some of you, because you are doing so well, that you may have a tendency to get off track a little bit. And you may be like, look, I've been, budgeting. I've been staying focused for so long. It's time to splurge. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I would say to try to do it in balance, right? Because you don't want to go down too far to where you're sort of having to start all over, or Yeah, I would just say to do it in balance. We'll just leave it there because you know what that means and you'll apply it as you see fit and what is the best way for you. And then we have integrate your knowing. Okay. And I feel like that is, you're already doing that, right? Because you already have this foundation set and now you're looking to expand that. So use what you already know. You already have everything, and we already spoke to that here. That, yeah, you have all of these accomplishments. You've done so many great things, and now you can utilize what you know already and put all that together, restructure it, reorganize it in a way that creates something greater and something better. Okay, so what else do we have for our Geminis? Okay, so we have lobster with financial pinch. Okay, so we've been speaking to that. We've definitely been speaking to that. So that is a confirmation there. And then we have angel with spiritual guidance, protection from harm, and grapes. Time to go out and have fun. So this is everything that we spoke to over this period of time. So we know, and we know that you are also going to be paying attention to that and looking at your finances and looking at the ways that you can help yourself to be more structured and aligned on your path through adversity and through difficulty and through challenges. So we know that you're already going to do that, and then know that you are protected. You do have the support from your angels, and you can ask your angels for assistance at any time. At any time, and you can connect with source, and you can connect with your intuition and higher self at any time as well. Okay, but just know that you are being divinely guided and protected, and that you have set up some experiences for yourself to learn more about yourself and to learn more about who you are authentically. Okay, so what else for our Geminis? Okay, so we have personal brand, business to business selling, and internal operating principles. Okay, so I don't know how I'm liking this deck. This is a new deck that I bought. So in any way that any of this is resonating with you is a message for you. But I feel like for some of you, you are working on your personal brand. I mean, all of us essentially are a personal brand. As soon as we create those social media accounts, as soon as we put ourselves out there, we have a brand. We have a brand. So you may want to look at that and evaluate that and see what changes you want to make to it. See what you want to add to it. So there may be some opportunities throughout this challenge and contrast for you to focus more on that, on the things that you love to do, and being your own boss, or expanding your business operations and ventures. So in whatever way makes sense to you. And then we have specifically business to business selling here. Okay. All right. So what else? So we have see the good in what you call bad. Nothing in suffering is meaningless. So we do understand that, and we did speak to those contrasting moments, and you staying focused on your goals and recognizing and realizing that, you know, change is inevitable and there are ebbs and flows of life. And again, you designed experiences for yourself to learn lessons. So you're not going to get too caught up in the lessons. You're going to focus on, okay, what am I to learn from this? And then how am I going to leverage what I learned moving forward? So we have your life is at a turning point and that you're ready. Yes, we know that because you have everything that you need already within you. And this is about you showing more of your light and who you are authentically to help guide you through these times. And we have you mastering your material reality in the future. So we know, because you are and have made so much progress, that this is inevitable. Success is inevitable. And again, we may have those moments, those little setbacks, but this is inevitably where you're going, and that is to success, to fulfillment, to happiness, to joy. Okay. All right, Gemini, so those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment to let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk soon.